Hello friends, today we are going to have a look on a very advanced function of Excel named as Power Query, which is used to evaluate the data on routine basis. You know that when we need to evaluate our data, suppose every month in January, in February, in March, so we just take our data from, extract our data from our accounting softwares like ERP or SAP, and then we need to clean our data. So for all that cleansing, this feature is being used here. Just we need to have a look on it. What we need to do, we need to go in Data tab here, and in Data tab you can see we can find recent sources where already saved sources are available. Otherwise, we can go in new query where we can find different sources to obtain our data. What we need to do, we need to give a path. Otherwise, single sheets can be obtained or analyzed in different functions. What we need to do here, the main benefit of our query is to allocate a path where you can put all your sheets every month, and you can consolidate those sheets as early as possible. We are going to allocate this path here. From folder, you can see other paths are also available, but we need to select here from folder. We need to go on browse, and then we have a folder here named 1. Click OK. Did you see here? There is a total different interface you are observing here. It is a Power Query interface where you are seeing here that two different sheets. Let me open this folder here. We have two sheets here, 2017 data and 2018 data. Now we need to combine these files, 2017 file and 2018 file. In some Excel versions, we can find a tab below the window named as transform, like you can see here, transform, and there will be a combine tab. Otherwise, in 2016 version of Excel, we can find here combined binaries. Binaries means these two sheets only. By combining these binaries, you can see here all data of both sheets have been combined here, and we can now perform our different tasks here. Like you can see here that the heading has been repeated here. What we need to do, we need to remove from filter column. We have unchecked this filter. Now it has been removed here. In every sheet, whether we combine 2 sheets or 4 sheets, our every function will be allocated in a collective sheet, and we can save that data for our analysis. Like you can see here in the column 2, customer name and customer code has been combined in one cell with a dash sign. So what we need to do here, we need to use a delimiter. We need to right click here, we need to split our column by delimiter. If we will be performing this function in a different sheet, we need to do this again and again, but here we are performing these functions at once. We are putting here a dash sign to break. So by Eliminator, you can see here that we have split two different data sets which were combined before, the customer code and the customer name. Now what we need to do next, we need to move our column in the next position. Like this is the status of our deliveries. We have moved over this column here. So this function is repeated in every cell of both sheets. If you want to calculate the delivery time, by selecting these two columns, what we need to do, we need to go in add column tab, and here there will be date. By going in the date option, you can find here subtract days only, subtract days. It will give you your number of days of delivering your product. Here you can see that there are only 31 days, then 37 days, 47 days, right? So you have calculated here. Now what we need to do, we need to change this data type. This data type has been converted into text. We need to convert it into whole number or currency. We have converted this into currency, right? Suppose it is our revenue, and it is our cost, and this one is our profit. And if we want to calculate this, it is very obvious, it has already been subtracted here, but if you want to apply any other function, subtraction, addition, or any other function, you need to select these two columns, and in the same add column you can find here standard. There will be some mathematical functions here, plus, minus, division, and by subtracting these two columns, there will be another column here, right? And the title will be subtract. If this is the additional column, you can also remove this column because it is unnecessary here, right? So if we have applied all the functions here, what we need to do next, we need to close and load, right? First option will be here, close and load. There will be second option, close and load too, but we need to select close and load for better results. Did you see here? It has combined our data in one table only, in one table. You can change the pattern here, the format, and you can also apply the pivot table on this data, right? I'm going with the standard format, and I'm not using any other options here. By clicking on OK, you can find revenue here, you can find order date here. So in 2017 and 18, the total revenue was 49,500 and 21,150, right? What we need to do here, if we want to add another year's data here, what we need to do, we need to add another file here. If another year data has been arrived, we need to copy and paste our new file here with the same format, with everything. Now we are going to have a look here. By updating this, there are, did you see, another year data has been added here, another year 2019 year data has been added here. So this is the benefit of Power Query. It has resolved our main issue, because we had to clean our data, we had to remove our eliminators, we had to remove additional columns, and we had to clean our data. Now you can see here in this column 2017, 18 and 19 also has been added in this column, and the data has been combined here. So this is the power of Power Query function, which has made our life easier, and we can devote our precious time on different activities and different analysis, rather than wasting our time in cleaning our data. Thank you so much.